Okay, so let's put it together. Okay, so came with a little package here. Oh wait, here. There's a key on the pull starter here. Okay. There's two of them. One big one and one little one. Okay. So I guess that's the spare, and then that would be the main one. It just pops in there somehow. And turn. So I'm going to take this one off. Okay, here's the choke. So standing behind it, it goes from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. There's no markings here. Because I'll never remember. That's why I got to mark it with tape. I got too many little machines all over the place, and they're all a little different. I did this on my generator too. If you watched any of my generator videos. And I'll tell you, when the power's out, it's raining and snowing and the wind's blowing, these little things on tape really help a lot. You don't have to guess at where the buttons go.
And if you're outside and you got snow all over your glasses, you can't see it anyway.
Okay, so see, I just marked this run and start. So here, you run and start. So you put it over here to start it, and then you switch it over here while it's running. Now, does that make sense? Okay, so one video I watched, the guy said make sure your thingy here didn't fall out. His got knocked out during shipping. I wonder what this is for. Oh, that's the okay, so we'll put the handle on. There's nothing to that. It's just two little clips here. These will go in there. Pull it out a little bit. It'll go in there.
Which one do you use? That one?
And then
But the package is numbered.
and then they give you two of these things, bolts and wing nuts. If you lose one, just put a bolt in it, a regular bolt and nut. This will come in handy, especially when you gotta throw it in the shed. It'll take up less space. Okay, so it's got a bolt and a washer. Take them apart, put this one in, then put this one, then put the washer on it. They're concave, go around the washers are concave, you know, they're bent up a little bit, so they go around the pole, the handle. I'm bound to lose one of those things. You can always buy stuff. You can always buy. You can always buy these wing nuts. I think Lowe's sells them. I'm sure you can probably order new ones on the internet. You know, if you want the exact thing. On my lawnmower, I just put in a bolt and a nut. Always over tighten, that way you strip the threads.
So it don't fall out.
Yeah. You don't want it to fall out when you're out there blowing snow. One video I watched, they said one of these tags said, we'll start down to -20. Well, if it's -20, I'm not going to be out there blowing snow.
Yeah, I'm not going out there at all.
Maybe 20 degrees, but not -20.
I don't know if we've ever had it that cold, have we?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's Alaska.
Okay, then this thing, this controls this. And there's different settings here. So I guess you just gotta figure out what setting you like. This little metal thing has been up a little bit. I guess you just stick it in there. Well, I guess the bottom one wouldn't work. You gotta put it in one of those. Okay, there's really not much to that. So I guess the rubber piece is what holds it.
There's a number on it, it says 4.
See, the manual doesn't really tell you where to hook this stuff up. See, should this wire be above or below the cable? Or should it be along the cable? Let's see, if I loosen these up, I'm gonna have to fold the handle to get it in my shed. I'm gonna have to loosen those quite a bit. But it doesn't really look like it comes off. No, duh. You'd have to take these bolts out to fold up the handle.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy when you want to put it away.
Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be a pain. I know my other mower, you can just loosen this up and it folds up. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's gonna fold up. So I'm gonna have to take off the handle to get it in the shed. The manual I downloaded off Amazon is showing 2 pictures. This one's showing 4. It looks like they're all the same thing though. Yeah, see, this one's showing 4. Same manual for the same 4 machines. Setup instructions.
Too complicated.
So this here, this is what I'm wondering about. See, should that wire be above or below this?
Don't tell you nothing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here they're showing it above. But I don't think that'll work either. Well, maybe it will. Let's see here. Take this wire and bring it above the pole here. That way it'll get caught on everything when you moving things around. Now see, I put it in the second hole up here. Yeah, that makes more sense. Here, look, see here. See, there's just one wire coming up. It'd be nice if there was like a ring here that would hold it down. Okay.
You can't put anything to help hold it either, can you?
What do you mean?
Like a plastic thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even a bread tie, or yeah, a plastic tie. Okay, and then this thing goes on here somehow. I think this goes on. Let's see. Okay. So there's 3 holes on this. 4 holes on that now. 3 holes on there. 3 holes on there. 1, 2, 3, and they give you 3 bolts. 3 holes on here. Okay, so that should be easy to figure out here. This just slides on top of here. Yeah, there's plastic indents there. If you could take the bolts out of the package. Okay, so on the bottom of this thing there's 3 indents. Okay. Those 3 indents match up with the 3 pop-ups here. Okay. Okay. And let's see here. Give me one bolt. Okay, so there's three holes here. We'll just match up the holes. Can only go one way, so you can't get it wrong. Try and get that started. Well, let's line up the other ones before I tighten it too much here. Yeah, you can do these with a wrench or a Phillips screwdriver. It works fine.
And of course, you know, we have only had one snow all winter so far.
this side. Dark over there. Let me see it. Now these things, this is popping out here.
Well, that didn't go in there, did it?
Well,
We need a light on it.
see when you screw these down, that pops out.
Not supposed to do that, is it?
No, you wouldn't think.
Maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe that has to go down around the slot or something.
Well, you're supposed to read the directions here.
I don't understand it.
Okay, so on these things, see how this one is open on the side, and this one is open on the side. So when you tighten up the bolt, they spread out. Okay. The back one is fine because it's fully, there's plastic the whole way around it. But when you tighten up the ones on the side, if you tighten them up too much, it spreads out. So that's the problem I was having. Sounds like a job for J.B. Weld.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Stupid design.
They don't show you where that goes on there either.
Okay.
Does it go below it or something?
No, see, it just spreads out. That's all. If you over tighten it, it spreads out. The one in the back doesn't.
Well, there's nothing gonna hold it on there.
No.
So there's only one bolt actually holding that handle on.
Yeah. Yep. That's the only way to go.
Pictures don't show you nothing on there either.
Yeah, you're saying don't stick your hand in there.
That don't make sense. Have that open hole.
Okay.
And it's not holding nothing.
Well, I've got some J.B. Weld downstairs. This plastic stuff. Okay, so next we'll put in the oil.
Carpet if in case it spills.
Okay, so here's says notice engine may be shipped without oil. Check oil level before starting engine. See oil recommendations in operator manual for type of oil to use and checking filling instructions. Do not overfill. Use clean, fresh, unleaded gasoline, not to exceed 10% ethanol. So that would just be your regular gas, low, medium, or high test. Do not mix oil and gasoline. So straight gas, straight oil. Straight gas, straight oil. You don't have to mix them. Briggs Stratton promotes the use of fuel treatment and stabilizer available at your local reseller to assure fuel freshness. Notice, do not use E15 or E85 gasoline. That's the new gasolines they're coming out with. It has E15 has 15% ethanol. E85 is 80%. E85 is 85% ethanol. They're saying don't use that. So up here they said don't exceed 10%. So I think most of the time when you buy regular gas now, it's 10% ethanol or less. Service air cleaner at least once per year, more often in dusty conditions, and replace per schedule in the engine operating manual for best results. Use genuine Briggs & Stratton air filters. So we got to figure out where the air filter is. To prevent starting or performance problems, transport and store the equipment with the engine in the normal operating position. Okay, don't turn it upside down. Refer to engine operating manual for complete transporting and servicing guidelines. Yeah, see, I had a problem with a mower a year or two ago. It was a Briggs & Stratton too. And she bought it used at Kmart 20-30 years ago. It never did run right. I finally brought it to a mower repair guy, a real respected place here in town. Cost about $50-60. And all he did was he put a new primer in, you know, that little rubber button, and cleaned out the inside. And he said the inside was full of oil. He said, don't tip it upside down. And it runs great now. So.
It was always hard to start.
Yeah, it was always hard to start, yeah. Okay, the back says nothing. So, I don't think anywhere in the manual they say how much oil to put in. Change engine oil. 5W30, they give you a little quart in the box. 5W30 synthetic. 100% synthetic. 100% synthetic. They show you how to change the engine oil here. There's a drain plug on the bottom. Oh, there's a drain plug in the back. Right here. But they don't show how to put the oil in. It's like, I'm curious, how much do I put in? Pint? Do I put in that whole thing or what? I don't think they say. Oh, here, let's see. Check and add oil. The engine was shipped from the factory without oil. Before you start the engine, make sure you add oil according to the instructions in this manual. If you start the engine without oil, it will be damaged beyond repair and will not be covered under the warranty. Use Briggs & Stratton synthetic 5W30 warranty certified oil for best results. Other oil other high quality detergent oils are acceptable. Put the unit on a level surface. Clean the oil fill area, brush off all the leaves and the dirt and the snow. Remove the dipstick A and any remaining oil. Install the dipstick and check oil level. Make sure the oil level is at the top of the flow indicator. Carefully add oil into the engine oil fill. Do not overfill. Wait 1 minute. Check the oil level again. When the oil level touches the top of the full indicator, install and tighten the dipstick. So they never say exactly how much to put in. Okay, so I got this old cup here. It seems pretty good. So halfway up, 16 ounces, 1 pint. 8 ounces, half pint. Okay, so at least we kind of know how much we're putting in there. Seems clean. Always use the blue towels. Don't just use regular paper towels. They leave back little threads. Especially checking your oil in your car and your transmission fluid. Always use an old funnel. But clean it out. Make sure you get all the cat hair out of it. Right, kitty? Right, kitty? Yeah. Okay, so there was a little oil in it, right? So it's barely touching the stick. Just barely. And you see the little crosshatch there, so I'm guessing that's 1 pint. They never really say. Doesn't say nothing on here. So here's the oil. Got a seal. So this is 19 ounces. This is 19 ounces, which is a little over a pint. So I'm going to start with a half a pint. Okay. Now there's a difference between dry and liquid measuring cups. So is that a dry or liquid measuring cup, do you know?
I don't know, I thought they were all the same.
So we'll go with half of this and see what happens here. It says to wait 1 minute, but we can probably check it right now and get a general idea.
Can you see it?
Yeah, and one side is barely touching the stick and the other side is still full. So that's why they say to wait a minute. I guess they know what they're talking about. Wait a minute. Come to 60, Ma.
You funny.
Okay, so that was a half a pint, right? Right? Okay, one side, it really hasn't moved much. It moved up maybe a 1/16 of an inch. I feel like I'm on Jeopardy. You have to wait 1 minute. Ding, 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 ding. I'd say it's just barely touching the hatch marks. Those little crisscross marks, those are called hatch design. Cross hatch. I bet you it's gonna take the whole thing. That's why it's an odd size, 19 ounces. So one side is not touching at all, the other side is at the bottom of the hatch. That makes sense. Would be a lot better if they said install the whole 19 ounces in the manual, you know, not just messing around with it here.
Says it should be at the top of the full indicator.
Yeah, but they don't say how much to put in.
Yeah.
And I know somebody in the office made the decision, leave out the amount, that way they can't blame it on us.
Well, they should know how much their stuff takes. That's stupid.
Now it's not showing nothing, either side.
They don't tell you how much to put in there.
Yeah. There's a little bit running along the sides, but there's nothing on the tip. Okay, let's go with another half ounce here, or half pint. I'm thinking it's gonna take the whole thing, because last time I changed my own oil on my lawnmower, it took quite a bit. I don't remember exactly, but it took quite a bit. Okay, one side's at the bottom of the hatch, the other side's at the top of the hatch. I always overfill my oils in my mowers, in my cars. That Ford Taurus, I had an 86 Ford Taurus, ran it 25 years, 350,000 miles, same engine. 350,000 miles, same engine. And I always ran it a quart over the full mark. Always. Okay, I'd say it's just touching the bottom of the hatch. So that was a whole pint. Well, no, that was 3/4 of a pint. Because first I put a half a pint in, and then I put another quarter in. So that's 3/4 of a pint.
I overfilled the lawnmower one time and it was smoking. It
Yeah.
was burning the oil off and it was.
Okay, so that would be a whole pint. We put 2 half pints in so far. Okay, I'd say it's at the top of the hatch now. So put a pint in. Yep, it's exactly at the top of the hatch.
Yeah, you think
Both
they,
sides.
you think they would tell you.
Yeah. And then you got a little left over here. I guess that's meant to get you through the winter until you get to the store and get some more. Okay, just a pint. A pint will do.
5 dozen 30. Let me tell you what I used to put in the car.
Yeah, last summer I think I read an article. The guy said, or I saw a video. He said use motor oil, regular car motor oil in your lawnmowers because it's a high quality oil. Where if you buy that cheap stuff that's meant for lawnmowers, it's not a high quality oil.
Okay, and they said when you're moving the thing, don't grab the chute to pick it up because
Oh yeah.
it's not strong enough to,
Well, that
it'll
would be that.
break. And I can't figure out why they would make it like that.
Well,
Only
that-
one screw is holding it on.
yeah.
That's stupid. That's why I thought maybe it went below the rim. But it wouldn't fit that way, would it?
No. Should I glue it on or just bolt it on and say hell with it? If it breaks, glue it then.
You can't go below this ridge.
No.
I don't know. The guy invented that, a little dumb.
Yeah.
There's not much holding that handle to turn it. Especially when you get out there and it's 0 degrees and the plastic will crack.
Well, we'll go ahead and put it together like this. If it gives me a hard time, I'll take it off and glue it. Okay.
And you can't make it permanent because you wouldn't be able to turn it.
Yeah. Okay, 1 pint filled it up to the top of the hatch. So 1 pint, and you got a little bit left over in here. They never say how much gasoline either, so you just fill it up till it's full. Okay.
I think they would tell you how much gas it would take.
Yeah, 1 gallon or what, you know, half gallon. It might say in the manual, I didn't read it. It's only clean 1 time.
Well, how big do you think that is? Half a gallon?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a whole gallon. Half gallon or less. Well, what, about the size of a milk carton, right? Let's pour some water in it and see.
Yeah, right. Don't do that. That would wreck it.
Okay, we'll take it outside, put some gas in it and start it up.